Nicolas Cage.
He is truly a national treasure. Welcome everybody. Today we are going to be reviewing Mom and Dad, a new horror movie starring Nicolas Cage.
Parents versus kids.
Yes, in a death match.
They don't really explain what happens?
No, it's kind of an unknown phenomenon. The most you get out of it is they explain that there's something in the TV that is making parents attack only their children.
I don't think they explained why it was happening to the parents as far as like the TVs, the snow. We figured that out ourselves.
There's no explanation.
They mentioned that pigs do it to their young premature kids, that they eat the piglets. So
now this movie is fantastic.
To watch that, it can attack your kids.
No, I recommend Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, this movie, Nicolas Cage, absolutely is Nicolas Cage stealing the show 120% of the way. Him and his wife are having marital problems.
Yep.
So I guess it kind of manifests in that, and they are attacking their kids, and their kids are trying to survive. I actually really enjoyed it. It kept its pace, it kept its action. It gave you enough without showing like too much gore, but it gave you the threat of seeing it. Like you don't really see much happen. It's kind of the aftermath of it happen, so you can kind of piece it together. But it's done in a really subtle way that I actually kind of enjoyed.
I could have done with a little more actually. You don't have to graphically show me everything. You could have made sounds louder than it. I could at least hear it when it was happening.
That's true.
Because you'll see a shadow of it happen, and then it'll like cut to the next scene.
Well, they can't be killing kids left and right, I guess.
Well, yeah. Besides the fact of killing kids, and then it started in a school of kids, they weren't going to show that with everything that's going on.
Oh yeah, that's also true.
That's another thing. They held back a little bit at a certain point when it came to the school area. They held back.
I think it leans more towards like a dark comedy than anything. I mean, but that could just be Nicolas Cage overshadowing everybody. I don't know. It deals with themes of like your kids outgrowing you, and then as you watch your kids grow to kind of resent you, that you yourself kind of learn to resent them because you gave up your life to raise them, and now they kind of don't like you.
Nicolas Cage's family's problem, like the wife resented him because he wasn't paying attention to her. He resented his kids because he had the life that he always wanted.
He was a player, and he was a hot shot with his Mustang and everything.
You heard him. He had 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 women he got.
More than just Nicolas Cage's family though that had that issue, because some of Blair's friends says it.
Yeah,
she says she's jealous of her daughter.
Different relationships between their parents and their kids. Some of the parents, I guess, aren't really mature themselves, so they reflects on their kids. Acting was real good. It depends. Like Nicolas Cage was going crazy. Some of Blair was. I mean, I think she did excellent, actually.
The kids weren't bad.
No, the minute I saw that kid, I was getting like Babadook flashbacks where I was afraid that he was gonna be like just annoying. Because you know that kid in Babadook is just screaming.
Yes.
Every time I see a kid with that hair, I'm like, he's just gonna fucking start screaming.
You just judge him on the hair?
Yeah, I do. It's sad, but I do. Because that Baba kid put a bad taste in my mouth. He was not really in it that much, but
when he was there,
he was fine. Yeah. He was fine.
And then again, like, it doesn't affect all adults. It only affects adults that have kids. So you see it from that perspective, and then you see like cops that don't have kids trying to help the kids.
In the beginning of the movie, it's more of a broader scale thing, where you see the school, you see hospitals. You see the world kind of interacting, and then it shifts to the end of the movie is just in the house for the majority from the middle to the end.
Yeah.
So it kind of shifts, but I mean, I kind of like it.
It's hard to talk about this without spoiling too much.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much of it. But I just like it because it really was a fun, entertaining movie.
Yes. If you like Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage, you will enjoy this.
That's basically
and if you don't know what we mean by Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage, like you've seen Ghost Rider 2 and the wackiness that he did,
yeah, it's
that's
Ghost Rider 2
like
level.
basically
the Wicker Man.
Yes, it is Wicker Man, Ghost Rider 2 level of enjoyment. Absolutely. 100%.
And then we have like special guest appearance by Lance Henriksen. Which is like
Lance Henriksen is my hero.
Which is like towards the end of the film, and the film is already like at up here at a peak. Lance Henriksen comes in and like brings it higher than
he has
right up the sky.
He has the perfect amount of ridiculous. The movie didn't even need it, but the movie just benefited more from it.
Yes, it only made the movie better to me.
Exactly. Lance Henriksen was amazing.
The only thing actually I didn't like about the movie was the ending. The way it ended. Not the ending itself, just the way it ended.
It does kind of end abruptly.
Yes, it is an abrupt ending that kind of leaves you like, what? Like, come on, like you were doing so good. But that movie could have benefited from an extra 15 minutes.
An extra 15 minutes?
I think an extra 15 minutes to wrap it up would have been, the movie would have been top shelf.
It should just ended with Nicolas Cage being a little more crazy and just end.
Maybe yeah, because you don't even know how to anyone else in the world.
No, that is a downfall, dude. You learn nothing. You don't know if it's solved. You don't know how widespread it is. You don't know even what the family how they wrap it up. You don't really know much else that happens.
You don't even know who caused it.
You don't know
who
caused
started it and why they started it.
You don't even know what it is. You don't know if it's a virus. You don't know if it's the TV brainwashing thing.
Yeah,
so
not knowing who started it, where it started, nothing. It doesn't really. It's not a big deal.
No.
It doesn't affect the movie at all.
No, not at all.
You're not even worried about it. You're too busy laughing at Nicolas Cage and everything else. You're not even worried on why it started.
Exactly.
You're just glad it did.
You're just glad it did, exactly. It was so far in the back of my mind, I forgot why it was even happening. I just thought Nicolas Cage was being crazy.
There are signs of Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage even before.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He went crazy, I guess.
The brainwashing thing just made him a little bit more crazy than he already was.
Yeah, because the movie's intercut with like flashbacks during the movie. So as certain things are happening in the present, it'll make the character remember something from the past.
Yeah, that's how you kind of get their backstory.
Yeah,
because the movie starts off with the virus or attack or whatever it is, and that's how you basically learn how the characters are.
I would say I enjoyed the movie. I would give it a B+. I can't give it an A just because of the abrupt ending.
Oh, I want to give it an A so bad. I'm still kind of in a turmoil myself. Like, I really want to give it an A. I may just do it.
You know what?
I might just do it.
You know,
in spite of his A, it's just because it was so funny. I had such a good time watching it. I think I'm just gonna give it the A. Fuck it. Fuck it. Nicolas Cage deserves it.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that you didn't give it. I was gonna give it because just because the ending, the rest of the movie was great.
The ending is not bad. It's like come on.
The ending you just want more.
Really did. I was thoroughly enjoyed from start to finish. There was no drops, no dips. It was just hilarious.
It's gonna get an A from me too. I mean, the movie ended and I was like, yo, put it on again. Why even watch the next movie? Just put it on again. Let's watch it again.
I just want to see. I want to see that Nicolas Cage character have his own trilogy of fucking movies of him just trying to kill his kids.
B+ and 2 A's.
2 A's.
That's our review for Mom and Dad. Let us know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. Check it out if you haven't. Definitely worth watching.
Definitely check it out.
And we will see you guys next time.